What is going on, everybody? Today is going to be 10 things that I hate about my 370Z. Let's get into it. Number 1. So one of the worst things about this car is getting into the car. Like, you wouldn't think that it's that hard to get in, but just look at this. Look how low it is to the ground. So when I have to get into this car, I have to do like a little shimmy, a little shake, and you gotta watch your feet when you're getting into this thing too. So watch. Oh, like, this is not the most comfortable thing to get into. So that's number 1. Okay, so you're in the car, great. So when you're driving it, this is what you look at. You look at this, and then when you want to look to the right and you want to look to the left to change lanes or something, this is what you're looking at. How am I supposed to see out the right side? I can't see anything. You have to adjust the mirror just right so that you can actually see anything coming to your right. To the left, it's not that bad, but you still kind of have to look out to, out the left side to see any cars coming. This car has terrible blind spots, and that's exactly what I have to look at. So that's number 2. So let's say I'm going to work one day and I just want to listen to the music and I want to, have the air going, and for some reason my rear window is fogged up and I want to defrost it. Well, let's see what happens. So you just got the music playing, you got some Selena Gomez going. And then I put on the defrost. It's all static. Why is it all static? Just because you turn on the defrost and then look, normal. Then you hit on the defrost. What the hell is that? What is going on? Why did Nissan design a car that you can't put the defrost on while you're listening to music? That's crazy.
Post. I don't like it. Some of these pictures and you can tell me.
Alright, number 4 is when I'm driving this car, and let's say I'm going on a long haul like I did when I brought it down to Florida. I have this thing on cruise control, right? So I turn on cruise control and I set it to, let's say, 75, 80, right? Cruising down the highway. It'll work for a long period of time, but then eventually it just stops. Like, it'll still say cruise control on, but it just will stop cruising. Like, it'll stop maintaining that speed that you had it set at. And that's crazy. I don't know if it's just my car, but it could be, but I think more than just me, would have this problem. So, but for my car, that's number 4. I don't know if you guys can see this, but when you turn the car on and you have the windshield wiper fluid going, it squirts a lot onto the windshield, right? And then you have all this gunk right here, and if you squirt enough on there and you're driving down the road and you have the windows down, all this right here goes through the side window and it just hits you in the face. Who wants to be squirted in the face while they're driving? Alright, that's design flaw. Like, that's crazy. Like, why would Nissan do that, man? Oh my gosh. So that's number 5. Number 6 is the oil temps. So for this car, the oil temp is very high usually when you're driving it. This car is known to overheat, right, oil temp wise. So a lot of guys, they'll put a oil cooler on it. Mine, I haven't yet because I haven't gone to any track days or anything like that, but I probably will eventually put an oil cooler on this car. But the oil temps for me when I'm driving it is usually around like 180 to 200. And that's pretty high for a sports car like this that has perfect cooling. I don't see why this car would actually, why it does it. It's just something, this particular engine, all the VQ motors kind of have the oil issue, overheating, so that's just something to point out. So that's number 6. For number 7, I'm gonna have to take you guys over this way. Alright, so for number 7, it's got to be the wheel lock. So this car, a flaw with it, number 7, is the wheel lock. So a lot of Z guys know about it, but when this year, this is a 2010 from factory, it came with a wheel lock. Well, the thing with this car is it will leave you stranded, right? So it doesn't work properly most of the time, and so when you do that, you'll be out, you know, driving whatever, you park it, you go to the grocery store, come back in, even though I don't know anyone that would take this car to the grocery store. But anyway, for our example, you go to the grocery store and you get in the car, you turn it on, the wheel will literally not move because that mechanism will stay locked even though you don't want it to be locked. So what I did, and they fixed this on later years, but for mine they did not. So what I did was, I'll show you guys. So you go in the engine bay right here, underneath this panel, the battery terminal, tear all this stuff off, go in there in the corner, and there's a fuse box. And what you do is you go in there, and I think it's like a 10 watt or something like that. It's a real small guy, like real small. And you go in there and down in this corner, and you pull that fuse, and that will eliminate the problem. All right, so number 8 is, I've talked about this in a previous video, but the stock clutch that comes with this car is terrible. So I changed it out on this car. I got a stage 2 clutch. It's a Exidy stage 2 clutch and lightweight flywheel, 17 pounds instead of the 40 pounds that it comes with. But dang, dude, these flies are crazy, dude. Oh my God. Florida, man, what are you gonna do? 40 pounds compared to 17, like there's no comparison. It's way better. All right, so number 9 is, I don't know if you guys would know if you've ever owned a silver car before, but bugs love this color. They love silver cars, especially this like brighter kind of silverish. For some reason, bugs love it, dude. So like when it's like, they love me right now, dude. Fucking all kinds of gnats right now. When it rains, like the humidity's high like it is right now, they love me, they love the car, and they're my biggest fans. And they're attracted to this thing, dude. You'll just see in the morning, like when the humidity is really high, you'll see the gnats just on top of the car. Like, it's ridiculous. Number 10 is this front bumper. I haven't washed this thing in a little while. This is probably the dirtiest that it's ever been, but look at all these rock chips. I mean, a lot of this is bugs, but look at these rock chips right here. Like, that's crazy. You see that? That's insane. Like, this car is so low that it just loves getting those rocks flung up on the front bumper, and you know, eventually it does chip it. But I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna get some color correct paint to go on that, and you won't even be able to tell that it's been chipped. Alright guys, that's gonna end today's video. I hope you liked it. If you did, comment below and tell me the thing that you hate the most about your car. It doesn't have to be, you know, a Nissan or anything like that. It could be a Kia or something like that. You know, just let me know what you hate about your car, alright? Make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for the next video. Alright guys, see you later. Peace out.